Hi everyone, this is Aruna Aruchami, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In my lecture series today, we're going to see about the CERD operation in MongoDB. Because nowadays in all our front-end and back-end sector, they are mostly using the MongoDB. Why they are using a MongoDB means it is easily connected and also it is user-friendly to the user. So only most of the people in the real world application, they are using a MongoDB. This is belongs to the not only SQL, there is a no SQL. So this detail we're going to see how the manipulation operation can be done under the MongoDB, that we're going to discuss that with my lecture series. So in this slide, I'm going to explain about the what is the major concept of MongoDB. So MongoDB is nothing but it contains the CERD operation. CERD is nothing but the create, read, update, and delete operation. So out of this thing, it is can be called it as a NoSQL, that is not only SQL database. And also why we are using this thing means for effectively managing and manipulating the data, definitely we need the MongoDB application. So this is majorly used for the developer can build the robust and responsive database, and also we can able to provide the driven solution to the user or a client. So only they are going for a MongoDB. So first operation is a create operation. So the create operation, this is one of the manipulation operation available in the database management system or a data management. In this thing, that should have a direct effective interaction between the database and to the system. And also our MongoDB, we can call it as a document oriented approach. Why we can call it as a document oriented approach means whenever we are creating each and every application, it can be created along with the object ID. All the tuples, that is a fields, can be stored in terms of a document. That particular document I going to identify only with the help of a object ID. So each document can contain the single object ID. The collection, the database can have the many collection. A collection can have a many documents. This is the how a data can be stored. And also we can say it is a schema-less. Why we are saying it is a schema-less means here we doesn't need to provide any architecture. There is a database architecture for creating a database. So itself, whatever the data given by the user, based on the user itself, it create and separate architecture. So only we can call it as it is a schema-less architecture. So this is the CERD operation, definition of a CERD operation. And also why it is essential means for effectively managing and manipulating the data, and also it will become a robust and also it is user friendly to the user. For that only we are going for a MongoDB CERD operation. And also major overview is how it could be look like. Nowadays it can be called it as a document oriented database. And also how the data can be stored means the similar way of JSON, how the data can be stored over that. And also by using a MongoDB, your data can be stored flexibly and we can able to scalable data management is here we going to follow. So this is the major overview of a MongoDB. And also for first operation is a create operation. So the create means itself, while creating a collection itself, we can able to insert a values. How we can insert a document means by using a three ways. One is by using the insert one, because it is a case sensitive. So your keyword can contain O must be a capital letter and also M must be a capital letter. Here you are having a two method. One is insert one, another one is insert many. So if I want to add at a time only one record, then I can go for a insert one method. If I want to insert a many records in a single collection, I can go for insert many. So this is the how a data in inserting the record in a database. After I have inserted, if I want to execute that particular command, it will shows that thing a two rows can be acknowledged. How many rows you are inserting, that can be acknowledged. And also always if you do any necessary change, it will reflected as a true message, true. If it is doesn't do anything in the database, means it automatically it will send the false. So always it will return the boolean output. Second thing is your structure. How the document structure, it will have a key value, and also it will have a pair, and also we can able to store the nested structure of a data. That is nothing but the data within the data also we can able to store it. For example, if I want to store the color is one of the parameter, it will be available in my collection or in my table, student table. A color can have, I like many colors. And also my favorite movie, in that also I am not only a single movie, I'm having a many favorite movies. And also my hobbies may be not a single, it have a multiple values, that can be called it as a nested structure. And also we can able to store the array of data. So array is nothing but a collection of similar data. So here also we can able to store the similar data that could be stored by with the help of an array. And also these are structure, how we can handle the error. And also here we can able to address the duplicate keys. So why we have to address the duplicate key, means it will shows the error, means for maintaining the data integrity, definitely I have to follow this thing. So these are the three things can be possible under the create command. Thank you for watching my video. In my next video, we're going to see about the remaining things.